Welcome to another episode of Sharing is Caring. My name is Klaus Meisel. I'm from Agile Get Together, and my guest today is Jakob Thomas, who is sharing his experience or his challenges when he was getting into a head of position. And welcome, Jakob. Great to have you.
Hello, Klaus. Thanks for having me. Hello, everybody.
Yeah, great. I said it before, you are going to share an experience or telling us something about the situation when you changed your role and you became head of a team in the past, right?
Yes, exactly. So maybe let me start by just saying a bit about my background. I was a long time at a big consultancy agency where I did software basically as a business analyst. And then at one point I switched over to just focusing on products to a small startup. And about this situation, I want to talk today a bit because after starting there, I was quite quickly promoted. My former boss left the company, and for me, that was obviously a huge opportunity, but also a big challenge.
Yeah, great. Let's start with it, and maybe you can tell us about the challenges and the problems you faced in the first stage.
Yes, so let me take you back in time a bit. It was, I think, around 3.5 years ago. So I started there as a senior product owner. This I've basically done for quite a while now. Everything was all right. Obviously, new environment, new company. But then a couple of months in, I got promoted. And with this promotion to head of product, there come a lot of new responsibilities, managerial responsibilities I never had before. I needed to do reviews with my team. I needed to about their personal career and about their performance. I had budgeting on my hands. I needed to really be responsible for the strategy. Before, obviously, you work as a team on a strategy, but now I was the person to pull the trigger, so to speak. And I think a lot of people would act the same as I did back then. What I did, I started to work, and I started to work hard. I started to have a lot of over hours, and that was, for me, it seemed kind of unavoidable. I needed to dig in deep to be able to get new knowledge, to be able to just get the tasks done. You can imagine if you have never done anything before, the first result, most of the time you're not so satisfied. So sometimes I really did task 1 time, 2 time, 3 time until I was satisfied with the result, because I did not want to hand over something where I was not convinced of the quality myself. And as you can imagine, that leads to a lot of over hours. I stayed in the office very long, and after a couple of weeks, I was fatigued.
Yeah, I can relate to that. I was in a similar position a few years ago, so I definitely know what you mean. But yeah, you managed, or I know you managed to solve this issue, and maybe you can tell the audience something about your new strategy after all this work and stress and so on.
Yes, definitely. So looking back, it sounds very simple, but I think also this is applicable for other situations. Like I got promoted, yes, but also if you start a new job, if you maybe get into a different role, there's always a lot of new responsibilities. And for me, what it came down to was basically that I was insecure to ask for help. I always talked to my team and told them, you can ask me for anything. I will make sure that we manage. But I never had this, let's say, kindness to myself to be able to say, okay, Jakob, you know what, you've never done this before. There's a different department doing different product portfolio, but there's a very experienced head of product. Why not just go to him and ask how this is done? Same as with my CEO. I really approached him and said, you know, I've done this small draft. Can you tell me if it's going in the right direction? Otherwise, I would maybe spend 10 more hours on it to think, to make a perfect result. And then in the end, it's maybe still not good. So I really had to come up with the courage within myself. And for me, that was really hard because I felt I'm the guy being hired to give the answers. I'm the guy to deliver results, not the guy to go around and say, I've never done this before. Sorry, guys. Can you help me? And I think this step, I hope a lot of listeners can relate to really ask yourself, am I maybe too hard on myself? And then come up with the courage to go to your colleagues, go to your boss, maybe go to people you trust. Hopefully you are in a great company like I was, where you have a really big network of trust. This is very important, obviously, in this situation. And then ask the people, can you give me feedback? Can you tell me how to do this? And I think the first time I remember it very clearly when I went to our CEO and I told him, okay, this is the list of tasks I have. And it was a really long list, it was like 20 things. And I told him, you know, my over hours, I think in the next couple of weeks, I will be able to do 3. Can you maybe just tell me which 3 of those? Because for me, all of them are super important. Like, I don't know, can you help me with this? And it was zero problem. We talked about it, and yeah, step by step, I was able to really find the courage within myself to tell people I don't have all the answers. I'm one of you. We always have times when we don't know the answer. And right now it's me, and I need your help.
Yeah, great. Yeah, it's so simple, and at the same moment you said it, it's so hard. But I think the most important point is to know that it's not weakness to ask others for help, but it's a sign of strength. And yeah, that's
Exactly.
totally all right and absolutely necessary.
Exactly.
So I think this is a really great advice for the community. Don't be shy to ask for help, to go to other people. You said it, to other experienced people who have done this work or this task before, and yeah, just ask and get help.
Exactly. You put it the right way. It's not really a weakness, it's a strength to ask for help. And also, I think what I noticed, it created really a culture of asking for help, with not only within my department, but also I think within the company. Not that I only started it, but maybe when I started to ask for help, I realized that other people were already doing it, asking and telling, okay, can you help me here? Can you help me here? And to create this environment of helping each other and trust, and to be able to ask for help is really important in today's work life. And for me, it was really a revelation, even though now looking back, it sounds very simple.
Yeah, thank you very much, Jakob. I think this is very valuable for the people who are listening and watching this video. And yeah, you who are watching, you can comment, of course, and ask questions if you want, or give your opinion. We are looking forward to that. And yeah, thanks again. Great that you shared this experience, and yeah, perfect.
Thank you for having me.
Perfect. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thanks. Take care. Bye.